Good afternoon and welcome in. You're watching Aztec Rugby on TVX Sports. Randall Sliz here. With me is James DeLeo. How's it going, James?
It's going well. How are you?
Not too bad,
A little cold. Shorts were a bad call, but besides that, feeling great.
Yeah. Today's California Conference matchup features the number 13 San Diego State Aztecs welcoming in UC Santa Barbara, the Gauchos. James, neither of these teams have been faring very well in D1A competition so far this year. Each team only has one win. Let's see if San Diego State can right the ship.
Yeah, I mean, the one good thing with State, we've had a pretty good go at it, even though the wins really haven't came. We've played a very tough schedule thus far. The wins will come. It's not like we're that far off. Look for them to pretty much right the ship, like you said, and hopefully come out with a win this day.
Sounds good to me. The visiting Gauchos started their season with a win against USC, but they haven't found their winning form yet this season. This California conference is tough. Both teams have played St. Mary's, I believe, and Santa Clara put it on them pretty good too. So
absolutely, the California conference is by far one of the hardest in D1A Rugby. I mean, every day you're playing a top team like St. Mary's, State, Cal Poly, even UC Davis. They won the D2 national championship a couple years ago under Mike Purcell. So it's tough. It's a good conference. It's hard to get a win.
And the Aztecs have had their fair share of difficulty in this California conference as well. They did get a win against UC Davis, but St. Mary's came in here and gave them a tough game.
Absolutely, yeah, they did.
Today, this is the second to last home game for the Aztecs. They go on the road for the next 3 games to face Santa Clara, Arizona, BYU, and then they're back here for the season finale against Cal Poly.
Yep, getting towards the end of the season, really got to come away with quality wins. It's going to be tough, especially going up to Provo to try to get a win, but just kind of putting in a good effort and coming away with a moral victory, if anything. But obviously want to get a win in all 3 of those. Arizona will be tough, and they'll be looking to kind of pay back for the win we got against them here last year.
There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the D1A college rugby standings. We actually had a change in the top 4 this week. Cal moves up to 3 because BYU got beat by St. Mary's last week, so that they got flip-flopped. And then also Arizona is inching their way up the rankings, moving from 10 to 9.
Yeah, Arizona's a great program. They have a lot of solid athletes, and that's pretty much what was expected. They're gonna get theirs wins, and they'll, as you can see here, kind of work their way up the ladder.
And then in the bottom half of the table, Aztecs are hanging tight at number 13. Last week's draw against UCLA did not hurt them, but it also did not help them.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. You always want to get wins, especially at home against a team like UCLA. They put on a good effort and got away, with a tie. I'd actually say we let that get away from us. Should have got the win, but still, yeah, sitting there at 13th is decent.
And big story in the bottom of the table here, Grand Canyon. They jumped up from 18 to 15. They came in that first week, beat State, and then they just been on a tear.
Absolutely, they're on the way up. I mean, a 22-53 loss to BYU is fantastic, and a 43-15 win over ASU. That's big as well. They're a solid program. Honestly, they're not going to go anywhere but up.
All right, let's get back to today's game. I had a chance to talk with Santa Barbara player Johnny Amdoli. He's a lock with the team. Let's go ahead and roll that interview footage if we can. Okay, I'm here with Johnny Amendoli. He's a senior lock for UCSB Rugby. Johnny, how are we doing today?
We're feeling good. Arrived a little late on the bus, so we had to get dressed, and now we're here, skin taped and ready to go.
Yeah, you guys hit a little bit of traffic. Just tell me a little bit about how your team's feeling and what you think about today's game.
We're feeling good. We're down a couple players just for family business. We're missing some key players, but we don't let that bother us too much. We're just coming out here. We want to get guys to the ball, to the ruck, and just play a physical game because I know these guys are real physical. Probably the most physical game we'll play all year.
All right, yeah, and you're talking about San Diego State and their physicality. Can you just tell me a little bit more what you expect from them and what we should look for in today's game from San Diego State?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to run the ball low. These guys have good body position, and they get guys to the ball fast. They're thick and they're strong and they're fast too, and so we're gonna have to match that. It's gonna be a challenge, but I feel pretty good about today.
All right, There we go. That's Johnny Amendoli, senior lock for UCSB Rugby. let's go back to the booth. Okay, that was your weekly installment of Randall's interview with the Giants. I want to say thanks to Johnny for taking time out for us. They were caught. The UCSB rugby team got caught in a little bit of traffic on their way down, so I appreciate him taking some time out. For the Aztecs, on the other hand, Coach Lidgetick, he's actually taken today off. He's on vacation with his family, so
yeah, he definitely needs it. Get a little bit of break away from everything, work, coaching. He's up in Lake Tahoe, enjoying the snow. We definitely miss him, but it's not to say that he's not in good hands here with Coach Fontana and Coach Sparks pretty much taking the reins on today, looking to get a win here at home.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into today's starting 15s.
Let's do it.
For the traveling side, UC Santa Barbara, we'll take a look at the forwards. Coach Lewis told me earlier in the week that his team's been facing about a strep throat, so that's they might not be full strength here.
It's a lot of information, but you can expect so much from Santa Barbara, from what I know. But anyways, to be honest, a good amount of the forward pack all really starts from the 8-man. Look for Ben Seabrook to have a good day against the San Diego State pack.
Okay, and then in the backs, what do we know about these guys?
Yeah, the 9-10 combination is really good between Ordonez and O'Sullivan. Really, they're going to have to kind of maneuver their way through a solid defense that San Diego State has in the back line. Look for those two to link up early and often.
Then the Aztecs, they seem to be solidifying their forward pack after some moving pieces earlier in the season. But I'm noticing Curtis Schmidt's out at hooker, making way for Chase Pickwill to make his first start of the year.
Yep, so he had a little bit of a hand injury, Curtis, so hopefully all things are going well. He got looked at by the doctors, checking out a specialist. However, Chase had a great week of practice. I don't really expect that much of a drop-off. He's fantastic around the pitch, really good in defense as well.
Okay, and then in the San Diego State backfield, Ari Flink moving from his familiar fullback spot to play at 11, and Harrison Barkham's going to play fullback instead.
Yeah, so had a little chat with Austin earlier in the week, about kind of what it was. They see a little bit of maybe space they can find with using the kicking game of Harrison. So by putting him back at fullback, he has a little bit better way of getting a view of what is there and can kind of kick the space, put them under a lot of pressure, and force a line out.
All right, there you go. Look out for some kicking game today.
Yeah, in the wind. Yeah.
There is a little bit of wind. It's moving from left to right on your screen at the moment, but it is a beautiful day. Got beautiful blue skies. The wind is a little chilly, but we got plenty of sunshine.
Absolutely.
And we have had rain all week, so the pitch might be a little softer than normal.
Yep, there is a little bit, like you said, pitch is a little soft, maybe a little bit of kicking, but with that, maybe keep the ball in the forwards a lot more. Expect a lot from San Diego State today.
All right, it looks like we're just about set for kickoff. Teams are huddling up. Stay tuned at halftime. We're going to have Becky Loopy, and that's Nick's mom. She's going to join us for halftime, sit down with James and have a little conversation, so don't miss that.
Yes.
And don't forget that we got Cal Poly coming up in April. It's a while off, but that's our next game on TVX Sports for Aztec Rugby. James, have a great call.
Absolutely, look forward to it.
Yeah, let's get a win today.
Roll State.
All right.
Welcome, welcome. San Diego State versus UC Santa Barbara Gauchos here in beautiful San Diego, California. I'm with the Ock, Oren Cottret. Oren, thanks for sitting down with us today.
No, I really appreciate being here. It's always a pleasure to come out to the Mesa on a great day like this and watch some footy, eh?
Absolutely. It's a little cold out, but, you know, what are you going to do? Would you rather it be snowing? Not me.
No, this is perfect weather for it. Nice cool breeze, not too hot.
And I know you've been with the team throughout the entire year. How was training this week?
Training this week's been really solid. The boys got their focus on. We're going to see if we can translate to the field. That's the whole point of what we do, is to see how coachable these kids can be and if they can actually replicate it when it comes to game time. So let's see how their training goes and see if they can come out here and make a statement today.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole thing that's kind of been the Achilles heel of State this entire year has been putting together 80 minutes of rugby. We've seen a good 40 in the beginning. We've seen a good 40 at the end. We need to see an entire 80. I think if they put that together, they can come away with a win today. But who knows? Santa Barbara's a solid team.
Santa Barbara's always been really solid, even in the years past. These guys come out and give you a fist fight for the first 40 minutes, and that's just battle war with attrition. Which team can stay toughest the longest? So.
Absolutely. Santa Barbara is going to be kicking off first from the fullback, Omar Naguib. So maybe look for him to kick it deep. Not exactly sure. Don't have too much tape on these guys. But nonetheless, look for San Diego State to put the foot on and put them under a lot of pressure to kind of get it off and going. Kick is up, just over the head and taken in by Santa Barbara. That's not how you want to start out if you're San Diego State. Santa Barbara with the front foot attacking against the defensive line of San Diego State.
Good hard run there.
Nice half gab. He's all alone. Nice little inside line taken in by the center of Santa Barbara. Pulled down by Nick Lupien.
Once again, Nick Lupien makes the first hit out. Good for him. Gets it out of the way. Gets the butterflies out. Now he's ready to go to work.
Just a lot of crashing lines on display right now by the forwards of Santa Barbara. Not much expansive rugby played by the backs out wide. However, San Diego State's not doing a good job at tackling. However, there, Patty Walls gets in, takes the ball away. Look for him to ship it out wide to the forwards. Taken in there by Tex.
Nice, good thud up right there.
Has a bit of an overlap, finds a man, finds Ari Flink on the outside. He's going to put the head down. Clean out by Harrison. Across it. And a penalty here against San Diego State. Not placing the ball.
Not placing the ball, but then was being dragged. Needed to have a little bit more field awareness on that one. Place it, let him pull you. You had your guys there to clean you up.
Santa Barbara looked to kick it to the corner to set up their own line out. Pretty nice kick.
Yeah, decent.
Look for Santa Barbara to get a full line out here, most likely. Keep it in the forwards, pull everybody in, and then push it out to the backs. San Diego State did a good job last week on their defensive line out, putting a lot of pressure on UCLA. Look for them to try to keep that same going at it again today.
Overthrown but knocked back, still playing on.
Shifts it out wide. That's going to be a knock. San Diego State's going to have the ball. Austin pushes it down, finds Jake Vassar. Good hard running line there.
Tries to do a little handoff there, just lost it, knocked it forward here.
And 2 minutes over. 2 minutes in, we're going to have our first scrum of the day here. We'll see, like we said in pregame, this is Chase Pickwell's first start at hooker with Curtis Schmidt going out due to injury. He had a solid session this week, so I'd expect good things, especially when you have the pillars there of Liddell and Jake. Not much you can do wrong there.
Yeah.
Look for them to try to get a good left shoulder, put these guys under a lot of pressure right away, and have a solid defensive launch coming from the inside, Kenny and Nick.
Liddell Dunlap always improving week in and week out. It's good to see him out there and still enjoying the game, given it's his first season ever.
Absolutely. And a nice run there by Jack Murphy.
And there was the offload. Great job on that offload.
Again, San Diego State kind of catching in contact, not bringing the contact to Santa Barbara. John Raby right over the ball. Not going to be able to get it. Big tackle there by Pat Walls. Santa Barbara still with ball here
still
in hand.
To ship it left. Here they come.
And a big tackle there by Liddell, shooting out setting those A gaps. That's what you got to do. A nice hit like that is kind of what you need, and look at that. Penalty on San Diego State. Not exactly sure before. Did you catch that, Oren?
No, did not.
Again, a little high in the tackle, looking for the choke here. Looks like Santa Barbara might be playing advantage. Pushes out wide to the
Good
lock.
hard launch right there on defense by San Diego State. Again,
Harrison
going for the choke.
Santa Barbara able to get it down the ground. Maybe look for a big give, a counter ruck there. Didn't. Pretty soft in the attack there by Santa Barbara. Put right back on it by Jake. And the advantage, nothing gained there. Santa Barbara going to have the ball here. Stoppage in time. Referee's going to have a little chat with the boys here. Early on, I could say, aside from maybe 2 hits by San Diego State, pretty weak launch. Something you got to work on. I think the chat they're having there is about a high tackle from Raby. Nonetheless,
could have been just another meat shoulder where no wrap.
Absolutely,
well.
Yeah, that could be it too. Santa Barbara right underneath the post. T is being ran out. Sorry. And look for them to put 3 on the scoreboard.
Again, thanks for joining us here at TVX Sports Video on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a follow. Hope you guys enjoy the day's match.
A little cold out here, pretty windy. How's something like that play into the game, Warren?
Well, I mean, cold is just going to be a little bit more mental aspect of it. I mean, once you get your heart rate up and you start breaking a little bit more of that sweat, you kind of forget about it a little bit more. But cold's definitely going to be the mental part of the game today. The wind, on the other hand, that can play a vital role on where you play your field position at, whether you want to just kick down, play in their end, leave it to the backs to do their thing. And definitely with penalty kicks such as this.
Right down Broadway, 3-0 for Santa Barbara. Probably not the ideal way for start to the game there for San Diego State, especially when you're going to receive the ball. Pretty uncleanly there to start. Santa Barbara able to get possession and turn it into points. Good on them, 3-0. Just about under 5 minutes into the first half here in San Diego. Nice deep kick there by Barkham. Santa Barbara pulls it in here. Head under. Big tackle there by Peckwell. Maybe look for Santa Barbara to clear here in that red zone.
San Diego State not missing too many tackles here early. Seem to be matched up really well. And
offload. Taking right into the center, Kenny.
Another good hit up there, put back.
A lot of sideways running here by Santa Barbara and a good defensive launch by State's putting them under a lot of pressure. But a nice half gap there. Carlos right on over the ball, unable to get it. Pat Walls with the ball in hand, finds a bit of a gap. Knees on the ground, got a release as he does. Quick bit of hands kick, put him through. Santa Barbara right on over the ball. San Diego State going to keep possession. Ships it out to Esmont. Finds Tex on the hard run. Esmont there clearing over as well as Dunlap. Nice, clean, precise ball. Finds him out wide as Vassar takes a step in. He's all alone. And he's going to dot it down in the corner.
Great job by San Diego State there, playing nice and fast, having guys in support there, rucking over immediately once the ball gets down, getting it out wide. Nick Lupian seeing the shooter come up on defense, skip past him, got it out wide. Jake Vassar did the rest.
Nice inside step there by Vassar. Here's your got to kick it real back to the instant replay. But just like you said, Nick saw that guy on defense shooting up. Bit of like a jump pass, if you will.
They're bringing it back.
Yeah. Did it ever go out of style?
Never.
Not for me.
As long as it gets there.
Tough kick from the corner here for Barkham. Like we said, pretty windy. You can hear it in the mics here. Been pretty solid on his kicking thus far. He's doing a good job in pregame, so look for him to kind of keep it there as well.
Wind's coming out of the north. Might push this ball a little left. Does he make an adjustment for it?
Just off. That leaves the score 3-5. 7 minutes here into the first half.
We'd like to see San Diego State actually catch this ball in the restart this time around.
Absolutely.
Hopefully get a guy in the air, or at least somebody under that pill.
San Diego State most likely has a good advantage in the backs. The one thing, though, we can kind of see that just in practice, that whole doing too much thing, that kind of comes to hurt you after a little bit of time. Nothing wrong with taking the ball in and working for the next phase. But I do agree with what they say, shoot or shoot. Santa Barbara with the restart. Puts it up. Kai Simmons underneath it. Takes it in. Nice tackle there by Santa Barbara. Walls with the cover up. Tex with a nice
big
run.
Hard line. Breaks through. Comes down.
Low service. There's the kick. Finds a little bit of space. He's going to toe it in. Nice kick. Putting Santa Barbara under a lot of pressure. We talked about that in the pregame. Look for that to be used throughout the entire time. And here comes San Diego State with a defensive line out. Got to get a guy up, force that hooker of Santa Barbara to make that throw. That's always the toughest part. You know, it's easy when no one goes up in the air, but got to put somebody up.
San Diego State's going to want to put pressure on this line out all day.
Nice sixth throw. Taken in by Santa Barbara. Look for the switch line. Nothing there. Pulled in by Villafana on the tackle.
And they go to the short side. And they get him out of bounds.
Out of touch. Vassar kind of got beat on the outside. Able to be quick enough, and they take the quick line out. But he says no. So, yeah, the...
Great awareness on the surroundings there by Jake Vassar on the wing.
Yeah.
Saw that he got beat, held on. He got his feet back under him and drug him out of bounds.
Yep. Nothing. I mean, if you're going to get beat, you better make up for it, and he did.
Look for the first line out here by San Diego State. Like you mentioned, much better job last week.
Nice throw. Got to get two hands on that. And there's going to be a knock-on against State. Santa Barbara going to be playing advantage here. That was a good line out. Just not taken nicely in there by Simmons. Santa Barbara with a quick plug at it.
Good
crash tackle.
Good job. Esma Wardyke trying to go in there and badger it up a little bit. Now they get it out to the wide, outside center.
There's a good launch there by San Diego State. Simmons on the big hit. And he, just there.
Just almost. Just off the fingertips.
Solid read there by Walls, just not able to pull it in. Definitely try time if he's able to pull that down. Nonetheless, we'll have a scrum down for Santa Barbara.
Definitely. If those outside guys can see that ball coming out a little slower than usual, and they can get a good launch on defense, they can cause all kinds of problems there for the Gauchos this afternoon.
Absolutely. Look for a low platform here from both of these squads. Loose head side of Santa Barbara goes down. San Diego State in the all red today. You see Santa Barbara in the blue and white. 5-3 for San Diego State. Ball in here for Santa Barbara. He pulls it out to O'Sullivan. Finds the oncoming Murphy.
Good hard running there by the inside center and with the offload.
Cleaned up by George. So that ball's clear to play, and he's right on over it. That's definitely going to be a turnover here. And he has ball in hand. Look for San Diego State to play it. Nice turnover there by the All-American. Finds a space there, does Switzer. And it finds touch.
Great kick down the line.
Santa Barbara
Finding
can't
touch.
take it quick there. Thought about it.
Putting them right behind that 22 line mark. This is another thing that San Diego State was looking to do today, is just try to play in their half the entire time.
Absolutely. I mean, it's hard to throw in the wind as it is, but even harder when you're inside your own 22 trying to throw into the wind.
Yeah, they definitely feel a lot more pressured.
Nice effort there by Simmons. Santa Barbara with the win. Nice little outside switch up. Sullivan look for the offload as he's done all day, and he links up with the fullback.
San Diego State good not to commit anybody into that ruck right there. Number up.
Cleaned up by Flink. Penalty here for diving over against San Diego State. Santa Barbara with the ball. Look for them to slow it down, put a line out in.
The Gauchos bleeding confidence here in the first half.
Absolutely.
At the start, not wanting the option to kick downfield and try to clear it out. You know, they have a good hard running inside center. They might as well use them. See what kind of gaps they can get.
Ball finds touch. For State to put another guy up.
Again, man versus man on the inside centers. Kenny Villafana of San Diego State versus Jack Murphy. It's going to be a battle all day, one-on-one.
Goes forward, definitely not straight at all. And it's called correctly by me.
and
you see that? It's easy when it's right in front of you. It's easy to call that. So San Diego State will take the scrum here just at halfway. Look for the backs to do something with the ball here.
I'd like to see San Diego State get a little bit better of a scrum here. It's been kind of stalemated. I'd see it collapse on.
Scrum went down here, loose head and tight head. Referee not a fan of the bind, as he said there. I need a higher bind there by Liddell. Tight head's doing a pretty good job here at Santa Barbara so far, from what I've seen. Really cranking down on the loose head of San Diego State. Feeding was the call. Nice scrum there by Santa Barbara.
Another great kick there by the fullback, Omar Naguib. San Diego State just shooting themselves in the foot here. Had the opportunity. Got the ball back after putting them down deep in their half. And now they're in the opposite situation. Now they got a battle here on defense.
Throws in. Look for them to set up it. As they do. Sullivan flings it out to nobody. Decent launch there by San Diego State. But an even better run by the fullback. High tackles, this is what happens.
After he breaks the first two defenders' tackles, he keeps going, keeps trucking. The third guy held on. Not going to work for San Diego State. Another big hit. Nick Lupien, Pride of La Mesa, showing it.
Puts a loose head sung on his head there. State might have
and
the
with
ball.
the steal.
Not rolling away against Pickwell is going to be the call. Ordonez with the quick tap, and he gets cleaned out.
Swallowed by Liddell Dunlap.
Again, finds space, kicks it right down the middle. Not probably would rather put that in the corner. No launch here. A big tackle there by Jorstad on the loose head. Barton Pickwell. Pickwell with another one, puts him into touch.
Good shoulder by John Raby. Patty Walls.
San Diego State committing a lot of people to the breakdown. Nice tackle there by Dunlap.
Tackle by Dunlap.
Santa Barbara keeping it in close.
Great job by Santa Barbara. They're always looking for the offload. If they don't have a clean tackle, they're not going to go down. They keep that ball over the top of the tackle for the offloads, as you just saw. Big hard run by the hooker, Garrett Bumman.
Rolls might have the ball, but he did go high in contact. Santa Barbara keeps it here. Ordonez out to O'Sullivan, finds the 13, Bibby, who links up with Murphy. Offloads galore here by Santa Barbara. Obstruction's going to be the call. Look for San Diego State to put it in to touch and set up a line out. Frantic defense there by San Diego State, able to cause the turnover.
A little bit of a bend don't break kind of scenario there.
They just haven't really had the ball for enough time to really get things going here. Look for them to try to figure that out right now. 18 minutes into the first half, 5-3 San Diego State over Santa Barbara.
Nice line out.
And a big run there by Austin, the 8. Puts it back. Nice little swing miss off the foot. And it was a knock on there by Flink. San Diego State just can't get out of its own way.
Ari Finkelstein started running before he caught the ball. If you see, head went forward, hands went back. As soon as that ball made contact with his hands, he took his eye right off of it.
Does a great job at finding space, just unable to do so on that one. He'll make up for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, when the backs don't get the ball too much so far in the first 20 minutes of the game, kind of play a little frantic. They want to hit a big gap fast, and they get a little bit overly aggressive. So calm it down a little bit, just play through it.
And a big tackle there by John Raby, puts the 8 right back into the pit. Walls with the clean out. Estemat Wardak right there as well. The loose forwards of San Diego State putting a solid session in here so far. That might be a knock-on against Santa Barbara.
Offside's the call. Santa Barbara trying to play quick here.
Again, silly penalties by San Diego State. Can't get out of their own way. Agib here, got a kick to clear. He's done a pretty good job with the boot so far. Look for him to try to do the same, put San Diego State deep in the corner. And a very nice kick. Line out here for Santa Barbara. Wind's definitely died down. Beautiful day out here on the Mesa. However, San Diego State really hasn't put their best foot forward thus far. Maybe missing that leadership of Curtis Schmidt could be a bit of an issue. Not really sure. Look for them to try to pick it up here. Throw might not have been straight. Not seen there by the ref.
Again for a handoff. Good tackle there by Austin Switzer. Big hard charging run there by Amendola.
Ari with the cleanup. Barkham under a lot of pressure. Nice step. Again, another great fend there. Smartly keeps the ball in. Saw Esmond on the unders line. Thought better of it. Finds the charging Wierzowski.
Another good clear out there by San Diego State.
Big overlap to just put it through the hands. Nice
step
there.
Ari Flink. He's got support on the outside. Tries to take it on his own, running around everybody.
Puts the foot down. Just as we said, he makes a mistake. He makes up for it. Try time, San Diego State. Keep the ball in hand. Good things happen. How many times have you said that all year, Oren?
All the time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Why pass it when you can score?
if you're new to rugby, do not listen to that. That is the absolute opposite thing of what you want to do. Great coaching point there, Coach Cottret. But nonetheless, great try for Ari Flink in the corner, setting up a little bit of a tough kick for Barkham. 10-3, 22 minutes into the first half for San Diego State.
Yeah, on that run, Ari saw that he had support on the outside, but there was a defender in pursuit, fairly close, but wasn't too confident in that. Saw some space on the outside and decided to cut it back up, and he rounded the end. Again, if you're just joining us, give us a follow on all of our social media networks. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at TVX Sports Video. Hit that subscribe button.
Kick is up. And just see, hangs it left, leaves the score at 10-3, San Diego State. This week also kicks off Super Rugby for all you guys that are out there watching Super Rugby. Last night I watched the Blues Highlanders game.
Up the Blues.
Up the Blues. What a game that was. Frantic stuff. Points all over the place. Good for the Highlanders to get a win there in Dunedin in front of the zoo. Boot is up. It's going to go 10. Cleaned up by Raby. Raby's going to shoot it outside to Wojciechowski.
He's there immediately with that cleanup. Give it to Tex. Big Tex charging hard and forward.
Nice support. Santa Barbara definitely offsides. Ramirez out to Switzer. Finds a charging loop in. Quick hands from Barkham. Finds Flink on the outside. Not much but a lot ahead of him. Nice little boot. That's going to hang inside. Not exactly sure how that did. Just lost it a little bit there.
Goes for the cleanup and knocks it on.
Nice chip by Flink. Just a tough bounce there. Great rugby IQ. Nonetheless, not able to get the try, but pretty stellar play there.
Yeah, judging by the trajectory of that ball, you thought it was going to go out of bounds right away, but hey, that pill can bounce either way.
Yeah, man. Kept it in. Santa Barbara's going to have the scrum here just inside their 22. Need a big defensive launch here from San Diego State.
Gauchos backline setting up for a attack rather than a kick.
Nice tight head there by Tex. Loose play here. Not really sure what that was, but it didn't work. Tackle in by Walls. Haven't seen a lot of open play kicking here from Santa Barbara, so just as they do that, the scrum half kicks on out. Penalty here against San Diego State. High tackle. Flink just one bounce away from a double on the day. Wind definitely blowing downfield. San Diego State setting up to possibly keep this one in, and it looks like it might. Just does find its way out. Nice kick there by Naguib of Santa Barbara.
Yeah, that was a better pass than me.
Hey, man.
Way to go.
I've seen your pass. It's not hard to do.
Only
with the left. Only with the left. Full line out here for Santa Barbara. Nice touch.
Straight to Raby.
San Diego State, nice on its front foot. Looping outside to Vassar, who puts it to the foot. I don't think that was by design. I think he almost knocked it on.
Cleaned up his own kick, though. Chased it down.
some extracurricular stuff. Someone's never been in a street fight. So we'll have the ball here with Santa Barbara. Referee having a little bit of a chat here. Just have to have a nice little word. They'll be okay.
Yeah, well, when you're out there sweating like grease monkeys, you can't hold on to anything.
Absolutely. Just got to keep their composure. Thanks again for everyone tuning in. Second to last home game here for San Diego State.
They awarded the Gauchos a yellow card.
I think you have that backwards. I don't think you get rewarded a yellow card.
Depends who you're talking to.
Hey, nice job, Oren. San Diego State going to have the ball here, just right down center. And yep, Switzer's going to call in Barkham to kick it down into that corner as best as possible, and look for a nice forward line out here.
On that yellow card, it was locked Nelson Kappas. He'll be in the sim bin for 10.
Utah, give me 10. Nice kick there by Barkham. Kappas will be done most likely for this first half, just nearing 30 minutes, and 10-3 San Diego State over UC Santa Barbara Gauchos. Nice movement there, good throw. Some miss pass out to Vassar. And that's not what you want to do.
There you go, Jack Murphy.
Makes a mistake and then actually hit for the penalty is Vassar. That just a little bit of a back play that didn't really work out. Nothing wrong, like we said, with taking it in and setting something up later. Ball finds touch. Not a solid way to start a yellow card with a turnover and now on the back foot.
Great precision kicking there by the fullback. Found his target on the sideline. Center a gift.
Santa Barbara coming in here with a 4-man line out. Might actually be a 5.
I like the aggressiveness here by Santa Barbara, even playing a man down, still attacking, full stride.
Big crashing line there by the 8, Seabrook. And Dolly with the hard run. That ball's out to be played. Ball's right on over the scrum half. Ordonez. Yeah, penalty there for holding on.
Great job there by Patty Walls of San Diego State, making them commit that penalty. Now Harrison Barkham here to take it to touch, try to gain some ground here.
Finds touch just outside of halfway here.
As you heard Garrett Bumman there, thought he might have a chance at it. Guess he's not that tall.
I don't think anyone's that tall. It was pretty high in the sky. Out the fight. Nah. Quick line out taken there by San Diego State. Ramirez out to Switzer. Finds the rushing Esama Ordak, who keeps his feet.
Breaks tackles.
Ramirez again finds Switzer. Nice offload there by Villafana, who finds Barkham all alone. And like a gazelle, he's away. Bowman going to put him under a little bit of pressure so he can't put it right dead center. However, that is a try. Good.
How about Kenny Villafana with that offload going down?
That was awesome.
Knew he was about to get crushed. Said, forget about it. I'm going to take this hit, but I'm going to make miracles happen.
Absolutely.
Dishes it outside.
15-3. That's a try for Barkham.
Yeah, Kenny Villafana definitely feeling that hit. But hey, it scores tries.
And with that try, the entire back three of San Diego State all has a try It's try time in the back three. San Diego State 15-3 over the Gauchos of the visiting UC Santa Barbara. Kick is up. Kick is good. With that conversion, 17-3. San Diego State.
Again, thank you for tuning in to @TVX Sports Video on YouTube, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our Twitter feed @TVX Sports Video. Join the party.
It's a good party. Everybody's here. Again, look for San Diego State to hopefully keep ball in contact. Retention is key on these kickoffs. Again here, done a great job with the restarts, putting San Diego State under a lot of pressure. Look for him to do the same. Kick is up. Nice kick. Even better chase there by Santa Barbara. Cleaned up by Kai Simmons.
Keeps his feet moving, keeps his balance, gets some meters out of that one. They decide to go weak. Patty Walls hit up, stuffed in his tracks.
Cleaned up by Bowman. Ramirez out to Jorstad, who has a nice crushing line.
Big stiff arms and fins there by the big man.
Not the guy you want to go high against. Ramirez again out to Switzer. Finds Villafana. Smartly keeps hand on. Doing a great job in contact. Oh, and just does the 13. Bibby clean up what might have been another try there for San Diego State. Sung right back in, cleaned up by Raby. Nice tackle there by Esamot.
Still catching though. I still like to see Esamot try to launch a little
Ball's
bit
out.
Waiting.
Yeah, you're right. They're just kind of sitting back. Raby right on over the ball. That ball is out. Nicely done by Walls. Just can't pull in. Murphy's doing a great job so far. He's putting in a lot of effort getting that go-forward ball for Santa Barbara.
Yeah, it seems to be the workhorse of that back line there for the Gauchos.
Clean up by Warskowski. Run up by Bauman.
Keeping his feet, keeping it down.
On a big run there by Amendoli. Clean up by Flink. Barkham right on over it. Gotta have. Oh, that's off the foot. Penalty here. Taken quick. And try for Santa Barbara. Well done there by the fullback Naguib. Found San Diego State kind of pitching some complaints. Saw the space, took it quick, and found the old try zone.
Yes, a couple of guys, Raby and Lupian right there, thinking that the ball was already out and released and it was fair play. Just a little too early into that. We're going to have a little discussion right here, talk it over, get the rule down.
Here's your TVX replay. As you can see there, the San Diego State really doing a poor job at looking up and retreating 10. When you hear that whistle, you got to understand what's going on. Once the call's made, the call's made. You're not going to convince him to change his mind. So, great job by Santa Barbara noticing San Diego State doing a poor job at retreating and turn it into a try. 8-17, 35 minutes in to the first half here. Boot is up. Nice strike. And it's through. 10-17. San Diego State over UCSB.
Yeah, Stacy a little winded right here, a little frustrated. All walking back. taking their time, running that clock.
The one thing I will say is right now San Diego State's going into the wind. Look for them to use that to their advantage, running with the wind to their backs in the second half. Low kick there by Barkham.
A lot of sideways running there.
Finds the space though. This tackle there like Villafana. Not really sure what happened, but
side judge missed that one.
As flag was up, but just not noticed there. It's all right. San Diego State's got to play for the next one.
Good launch there by Patty Walls. More sideways running by the Gauchos. Finally some go forward.
Oh, this ball could be right for a clean pick. Santa Barbara right on over it.
Big hard hit. Esmont Ward out there to try to rip that ball out. Now has to roll away. Good double tackle there by Walls and big Tex. Tex coming through again.
Advantage here on the knock-on for San Diego State. They kick it on out. Scrum down just outside the 10-meter with just under 5 to play in the first half. Both sides putting together a pretty good first half, dealing with the elements. Pretty awesome weather, so you can't really complain.
Yeah, what elements? Perfect weather. Really want to see the San Diego State scrum make an impact here. Kind of been stalemate on the last few. Want to see Jake Jorset and Liddell Dunlap get working.
Nicely taken. Ramirez to Switzer. Switzer finds a crashing Lupien.
Good running there by Nick Lupien and Friday La Mesa.
Ball's here to be played.
Yeah,
nice line there by Switzer.
Saw the shooter, realized it, held on, didn't make an errant pass.
Santa Barbara might have won a turnover here, and they did. No launch.
No launch there by San Diego State.
Really sloppy play. Thank you for blowing the whistle. I had a stomach ache watching that.
That's going to do it for the first half. San Diego State 10-17 right now, up.
So just real quick, kind of a recap of what you've seen so far. Not a lot, really a whole lot. Pretty slow, sloppy play from both sides. San Diego State lucky to have a 7-point lead kind of coming in here. Anything you can kind of tell us that San Diego State can improve on?
Yeah, I just think they need to get a little bit more, mentally involved in what's actually going on right now. I think they came into this a little laxed. They need to pick up their intensity a little bit more defensively, get a better launch, stay together. I mean, they're making their tackles and they're having good hit-ups, but for the most part, effort-wise, that needs to be elevated a lot more if we want to see them try to pull away with this one.
Absolutely. They're just doing a little too much. Before we take a break for halftime, I'd like to take a second to recognize our live streaming team here at TVX Sports Video. TVX Sports has quite the history covering local sports all in San Diego and Southern California. Specialize in sports video for your team training, college recruitment, and live streaming games just like the one you're watching right now. They take pride for sure in their ability to bring you local sports, and everybody here from TVX Sports team wants to say thanks for tuning in. Our next live stream of Aztec Rugby on TVX will be Saturday, April 7th at 1 o'clock kickoff against Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. It'll be the final game of the season. There could be some serious playoff implications. Again, 10-17, San Diego State over UCLA. Hang tight with us. We're going to have a pretty awesome interview for you coming right back at you. And we're back. San Diego State against UC Santa Barbara. I'm here with Becky Lupian, Nick's mom, the outside center. You hear it all the time, the pride of La Mesa. Oren says it all the time. Thank you so much for sitting down with us at halftime, taking a little bit of time out to watch.
Oh, my pleasure.
The last couple years we've watched Nick play, he has this stiff arm that no one can figure out. And I'm actually okay with no one figuring it out. It's great for us. Where did that come from?
Well, I say he gets all his talent from me,
okay,
and not his father.
That's right. Yeah. My mom says the same thing about me about my dad, so that's pretty,
Absolutely. And us moms have to stick together.
Of course,
so we get all the talent comes from mom, right? And the
Agreed.
brains too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and the beauty, everything.
Well, I wasn't going down that road. Okay.
Oh, my mom was watching. It was for me. It's between me and my mom.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's his passion. I don't know, he's had that actually since that was a natural thing. I think when he played football and all the sports when he was younger, I've seen that straight arm. So
yeah, it's awesome.
It's a
no one
natural
can.
thing to him.
Yeah, last year when we played Utah, that poor 13 had a nightmare of a game, and it was an all-star game there by Nick. Really awesome to see him do that.
It's always exciting to watch him. But it is exciting to watch the whole team.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
takes the whole team. They're all just wonderful, wonderful men, and just great to get to know them. I've been able to travel with them and get to know them and know some of the parents as well.
Yeah.
So love to give a shout out to all the moms
Yeah,
out there.
absolutely. My moms.
all the fans, all the moms that text me that are watching via stream.
Yeah.
Are always texting me about their kids if they see them injured or whatnot. They want to make sure they're okay. It is exciting to watch them. It takes the whole team to make this happen.
Absolutely.
And everyone's just so exceptionally talented. Nicholas enjoys being part of this team. It's definitely a family-oriented team, and it's great to see that. Great to see the talent out there.
Absolutely, and I mean, coming kind of from the coaching staff, being around Nick since he was, 18, seeing him kind of mature, become an adult, he's an absolute stud, awesome kid.
I won't tell him that.
No, we all tell him. He knows it. He knows it. He's a great athlete and an even better kid, and that definitely probably starts from you.
Well, he's passionate about rugby.
Yeah.
He's definitely passionate about it. He enjoys it. His motto is definitely when the body's tired, you exercise the brain. So he watches a lot of rugby when his body's tired.
Good.
So he definitely learns and picks up a lot from that, and hopefully passes that on to the rest of his teammates and those that are coming on and joining the team as well as freshmen.
Absolutely.
And so on and so forth. And the goal is always to share that knowledge and that skill, what you learn from that.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Right, so it's exciting, very passionate. He's definitely passionate about it. It's exciting to watch that.
Well, he put together a great first half. Look for him to kind of lead the backs in the second half here. We'll let you get on back in.
Right.
Thank you for taking time.
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
My pleasure. Thank you for announcing all your time as well.
Oh, it's all right. It's not that big of a deal. We appreciate it.
Right.
We'll be right back for the second half, San Diego State versus Santa Barbara. Thanks.
Go State.
And we're back here for the second half. UC Santa Barbara against San Diego State in beautiful San Diego, California here on Montezuma Mesa. Thanks again to Nick's mom for taking time out to have a chat with us. That was pretty awesome. And we start the second half again, 10-17. San Diego State looking to kick at Santa Barbara. Like we said, kind of a little bit of sloppy play. I think San Diego State can get a lot from it. And improve. Again, thanks everybody that's watched so far. Look for a good second half here. I know Coach Fontana and Coach Sparks had a good chat with the boys. Kick is up. Taken in by the 7, Kapnick. Sloppy with it. And San Diego State has the ball cleaned up there by Kai Simmons. Ramirez going to clear it out here. Finds the crashing Raby. Nice offload to Villafana. Just spoiled there by Santa Barbara. walk on here. Advantage was being played. Like the creativity there by Ravy. Tried to find Villafana on the line. Just wasn't able to link up there. Scrum down.
Yeah, on attack, you want to see San Diego State be a little bit more patient and work through a little bit more phases with the support there. So hopefully they can put a little bit of this together in the second half.
Yeah, they just had a couple bad decisions in the breakdown defensively. Just giving away too many penalties. And a good scrum there by Santa Barbara. Vassar with the line. Nice tackle there. Again by Murphy. He's been all over the pitch today.
A little pit bull he's not going to quit the fight today, so you got to get him taken care of.
Nice bounce play. Might have been offsides there with Santa Barbara. Again, Villafana keeping his feet very well in contact all day today. Penalty against San Diego State for holding on. Seabrook right on over the ball. The one thing San Diego State just kind of looking at here can improve on is when they are shifting it out, be it to the backs or the forwards. Everybody's real flat, really hard to get a good go forward, hard crashing line against somebody when you're flat-footed. So definitely look for them to try to improve. Haven't done so far into the second half, but I think that's somewhere you can kind of build from.
Yeah, if you saw last week's game against UCLA, you saw Nick Lupien put one up for Ari Flink on the outside with a hard crashing line, split the defense for a try.
Yep.
I'd like to see a lot more of that if they could.
Nice switch line there, taken down by Raby. 13, Bibby linking up there with Murphy. Bauman with the hard run, taken down by Jorstad. He's not tackled. Offsides on Raby. Kicks up.
Not his best kick of the day, but still does his job.
Yeah.
Still does his job.
Santa Barbara doing a pretty good job so far on their own line out.
Good help there by the sideline.
Ball gets in. Oh, that's a... I just missed that. The double pump. Not quite the triple deke. Shout out USA Hockey, women's hockey.
And Gordon Bombay.
Big win over Canada in the Olympics. Also big win to U.S. curling late last night. Always awesome when the States pulls in the gold.
I'd like to thank Mr. Ducksworth for the funds for that.
Nice throw there by Jorstad. Even though the lift was a little shoddy. Nice run there by Villafana. Finds the gap. Going to link up there with Lupien, who finds Vassar on the outside. Try to put the foot down.
Turns on the Jets, and he is through for the try.
Showtime. His second try on the day. That was all just great rugby there. The back line of San Diego State. Probably a play put in there by Coach Litchik. I think he phoned that one in from Tahoe. Fantastic. Here's that quick replay. Nice run line there by Villafana. Links up with Lupien, who finds Vassar around on a nice little loop. And just like you said, put the foot down, man, and gets the try.
Yeah, you'd like to see a good inside center, start that off right by breaking a few tackles, setting it up, getting into open space, creating pressure on the defense. And then it's just 1, 2, 3 through the hands.
Absolutely. 22-10.
Kick us up and good.
That brings the score 24-10 for San Diego State.
Again, if you're joining us for the second half, subscribe and follow us on all of our social media networks at TVX Sports Video via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and above all, YouTube.
Absolutely. YouTube. Nice kick there. Again, putting Walls under a lot of pressure. Knocked backwards. Santa Barbara with ball in hand. Walls making a mess of that. Very nice tackle by Jake. Captain not happy with that.
Again, just San Diego State flattened the fence here, but no launch whatsoever. Kind of catching on the back foot.
Nice tackle by Dunlap.
Not committing anybody to this breakdown right here. Matching up number for number. Kai's right there.
Good launch, but an even better run by Amendoli. That ball's definitely lost. Knock on. Good defensive pressure there by San Diego State. Putting Sung under a lot of pressure. He knocked it right on. Didn't want any part of that. Scrum here for San Diego State. However, Santa Barbara has been putting State under a lot of pressure defensively in the scrummaging area of the game.
Again, not impressed with San Diego State scrum this afternoon.
Their tight head is putting a lot of pressure. Zigman is on Dunlap of San Diego State. He's been putting together great scrummaging so far, and that leads to the turnover. Santa Barbara going to have the ball here. This happens, happens all the time. Everybody, when you scrum, you have a bad go at it. Someone has your number, but the best part is with something like this, you get to go right back at them. Look for Dunlap to put his cleats in the ground and try to take the ball right back away from Santa Barbara.
Fake feed.
Ordona's not happy. That was pretty funny. Sorry. Hopefully everyone saw that. That was pretty good.
Good put back there by San Diego State.
That was like little brother not being happy with big brother. Nice run there by Sung. Sung fights Bauman with a nice run. He's been all over the pitch today. Kai looking to hold him up. Not able to do so. Inside line, big hit there by Jorstad.
Doing all the work, pick well there to try to get them.
Ordonez passes no one.
Esma Wardak
puts it on the foot.
Workhorse.
Oh.
Good awareness there by Esma Wardak. You saw I was going to get a little mucked up, wasn't confident in going down and picking it up. So he ended up putting it to the boot, getting it out of the way.
If that ball was just a little bit slower, Vassar might have had his third try on the day. Santa Barbara with the ball in hand. Finds the crashing line there. Seabrook. Santa Barbara definitely. Oh, yeah, there's the penalty. Nicely done. So just got to know that when you do kind of take the ball in and are tackled, you have to place it back. You can't keep running with the ball. A little bit of a scrummaging yell there. I'm not exactly sure, but Bibby wasn't too excited with the boys of San Diego State surrounding him. Nice kick. Going to set up a line out here for San Diego State.
Look for San Diego State to put a few phases here.
A little low. Cleaned up by Jorstad.
Kenny backing himself a little bit here into the contact. Jorstad
keeping his feet,
charging hard.
Pickle with the clean out. Ramirez passes it out. Kai able to, like a shortstop, clean that one up. Keeps the ball in. Does Ramirez, who finds Esamot, who's all alone. He's going to dot it down. Esamot, like you said, the workhorse out there. A little bit of loose play, ball all over the place. Ramirez cleans it up, finds a half gap, finds a charging Esamot, who is going to dot it down for his first try of the day.
Great job there by Ramirez cleaning up that garbage that Kai left on the field. But hey, good awareness by Kai as well, putting the ball down close to his support.
Absolutely, better than, you know, that's his head was on at that point. Knew he was going to get pulled into touch, so might as well just kind of put it out there and see what happens. Substitution here. Ian Tarr going to be coming in for Dunlap. Dunlap's done for the day. Had a good session out there. Nice little shift, as they say. 53 minutes gone in this game. 29-10. San Diego State. Barkham pending the conversion. Kick is up. Kick is good. He shoots, he scores. 31-10. San Diego State over Santa Barbara. Look for a new type of scrum for a group that hasn't worked together at all. With Ian coming in, he's also predominantly a hooker. 2 hookers on the field basically at this point.
Is he wearing basketball shorts up there?
Not just a little, I think they're just extra large.
Wow.
They could be basketball shorts though, you're all right. Nice restart. He's been doing that all day. Kai didn't really go up there and attack the ball. You know, especially in those kickoffs, you don't want to sit back and let the ball come down to you. You really want to attack it, kind of come at it with your leg up, right?
Right. Meet it at its highest point with your body momentum going forward. That way, if there's any contact in the air that's, you know, not flagrant, but you'll have a little bit more support into that contact in the air to not just get completely depleted.
Yeah. So Tar will be in at loose head. It'll be very tough for him so far. Zygmunt's had a great showing there at tight head for Santa Barbara. Look for him to try to keep that momentum going.
Again, that shoulder.
Yeah, but they're nice. They get the ball out quick. That's sometimes all you got to do. Nice run there by Barkham, and even better tackle by Santa Barbara. Oh, and just a little bit of sloppy play there. San Diego State for sure had the man advantage out wide. Just tried to run without it, did Raby, but that's all right. 31-10 here. Scrum down for Santa Barbara. San Diego State putting together a much better second half so far than the first. This little badgering going on between Ramirez and Ordonez. Pretty good. There he goes.
Nah, he's just not too happy. Little brother's getting mad.
I'd be mad if my hair looked like that too. Anyways, there goes the nice little miss pass. It's going to be clicked up by Lupien, who finds Barkham. Shifts it out wide to Flink. Flink putting the foot down. Keeps it in. Also finds Lupien.
Lupien stepping, dodges 3 guys.
Probing. They definitely have the man advantage.
Still catching the ball on the flat foot. Tech's able to get it to go a little bit more go forward.
With the man, if they just shift this out wide.
Kenny backing himself here, keeps going in, goes down the ground.
Nice clean out there by Vassar.
As my Wardak deciding to take it in himself. Drops 1 defender, keeps his legs turning. Gets his knees down. Able to place it. Ball out to Switzer. Switzer to Flink. Flink back in.
Oh, what a line there by Austin, who links up with Barkham.
Little Champagne Rugby.
He's all over that like a rash. Try time for Barkham. His second on the day. He's got a double. Cholet. And dots it down right in the middle. It's going to make that a real easy conversion for him. That brings the score 10-36 for San Diego State. San Diego State finding its groove here early on into the second half.
Yeah, good hard running there by Esmont Wardak, keeping his legs moving, keeping his balance, waiting for his support, and then the boys coming in to support him right off the gate, getting him down, playing some quick ball. The Pride of La Mesa stepping a couple guys, creating some space.
Absolutely. Conversion right, pending, right down Broadway. Up. And it's good.
You know, it's also good if you can actually go follow us at TVX Sports Video on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also follow us on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a shout. Let us know if you're enjoying our program here.
Which we know you are. Because the team here puts together quite the program. Agib here doing a great job with his restarts throughout the entire game. Actually been real good with
all
the
of his
foot
kicking.
all day. Yeah,
all
absolutely.
of his kicking. And fairly clinical.
Kicks it right on down. Taken in by the, actually, Connor Bellinger just came in off the bench. Freshman lock from Northern California.
San Diego State gets a good bounce on that kick. Decides to go one-on-one against Ari Flink and does not work at his advantage. Taken.
Nice take there by Flink. Santa Barbara able to keep it, but still great work there. Vassar not letting up, makes the tackle. Tackle there by Tar.
Santa Barbara still trying to charge hard, still bringing the wood here. See if San Diego State can match that intensity.
Kapnick taken into touch. Amendola having a chat with the side judge, who now understands how hard it is to be a ref. You get talked back to all day. I couldn't do it. Line out here for San Diego State. Having a little bit of a chat coming in with the substitutions that were made. Bellinger and Tar have a new look here at what's going to happen. Setting up a full line out. And it's taken. Good defense there.
Scooped up.
And he does find. Oh, that
a little extracurricular there.
There's Ordonez getting in the mix again. Probably not the guy you want to step on, but that's just me. I have health care insurance. So I wouldn't really want to get stepped on.
Either way, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Especially if it was flagrant.
Ooh. Either way here, Bauman with the throw in. And that's
not straight.
Not straight. Maybe look for San Diego State to take the line out again. They do, most likely due to that borderline entire hooker front row. And again, another poor throw. Might just be the communication lacking there. Nice run by Agib. He's been an all-star out here for Santa Barbara. The good bright light of this team.
Good cleanup and hit by John Raby there, putting the 8-man down.
Murphy linking up with Bibby, who finds Weaver, who wants no part of that ball. San Diego State looking to play. Penalty knock on against Santa Barbara. Interesting wing play there by Weaver, rather than kind of digging in and putting his nose into the ground, trying to find some space and get some yards while the guys are going to come to clear over. He threw it in the air. Not exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, these scrums have been fairly unexciting today. I want to see San Diego State try to put one together here. Not their best showing so far, but
nice platform there.
A lot better than last time.
Villafana with the outside. Oh, and very nicely read there.
Great tackle there by the outside center.
Bibby
coming in hard.
No relation. Ramirez takes it in. Switzer finds Flink. Flink to Barkham. And a big run there by Tex. Jake Jorstad. Clean out by Tar. That's going to be a penalty, at least for offsides. That was absolutely horrible. That was very, very bad.
I'm not really too concerned with the tackle. I'm just concerned with the offsides. Tackle looked clean. Even though he scooped.
But he was heinously offsides. So at least he caught it, though. He caught it. We have another substitution here. In comes what I believe. Let's see, try to get a better view here. Party Pete. Cagliano coming in. Going in at wing. Popping out Jake Vassar, who had a great day today. 2 tries on the day for him. The freshman wing. He'll remember this day. Once again, thank you all for following us along TVX Sports. TVX Sports Video.
We're live.
Jorstad, last 2 throws haven't been too great. Look for him to make an improvement here. Santa Barbara not back 10. They've not been back 10 a lot today.
Side judge just maybe needs to, start using his voice rather than just waving a flag at him.
Nice throw, that'll work. Ramirez out to Switzer. Switzer finding Esamot. Great tackle there by Kapnick of Santa Barbara.
Playing
ball
fast
recycled
there.
Quick. High tackle there. It's going to be all right. Villafana been all over the place today with his lines that he's running. A little sloppy here. Kind of a stoppage and play penalty for the high tackle, most likely. Look for San Diego State to kick to touch. Just about 15 minutes remaining in the game here. And actually, I think Zygmunt, the tight head of Santa Barbara, has been taken off the game. So I actually like the call here. San Diego State choosing the scrum. Pickwell and Tar have been doing a great job here. Really shows how good of a scrummager Zygmunt is. I like the call. Put Santa Barbara under a lot of pressure here. But you got to win the ball first. Can't count your chickens before they hatch. Or roost? Not sure. Not really sure on that
Chickens. You just have to show the hen who the rooster is.
Unless it's your hen. Ball in for San Diego State. Nice lock out there by Tar. Oh, and no one's home.
Kenny Villafana with the...
He deserves that try.
2.
Kenny with the dummy to the crashing Cagliano. They bid on it, as I should. Kenny earns the try, who's been an absolute savage today on the pitch. Well-deserved try.
Good for him. Glad to see him get a little piece of meat.
That brings the score 10-42. San Diego State over Santa Barbara.
Good to see Curtis Schmidt out there, you know, doing his little water running for the guys. Still wants to be a part of this program and a part of this team, instead out there with the boys, even though he's not playing today.
Absolutely. It's definitely tough to lose senior leadership and a great player like Curtis Schmidt. San Diego State been doing a pretty good job at picking up, though, without him out there.
Winds it up.
Conversion nine. And it's good. Very nice strike there. 10-44 after the conversion of Barkham. Nearing on 10 minutes left here in the final half. Again, restart here for Naguib. Been doing fantastic with the kicking all day today. Santa Barbara with a couple substitutions. Sorensen now enters in the front row. And also Demarest. And that ball goes straight out. That's not what you want. Look for San Diego State to most likely choose to scrum here. Another substitution. Trevor Jackson. Oh, look at this. Check this out. Watch this. This is going to be a try. Oh, they already called it. Oh, that would have been so.
Who called it?
Not really sure. So just in case you're trying to figure out what happened there, when restart happens and you kick it right out, you have two choices. You can either choose the scrum in the center, is what you're seeing here, or you can take a quick line out. Just has to be done at halfway. So usually what you see there, kind of all the forwards slowly work their way towards the center while you have a wing that's creeping on up. Usually that'll work out. Just somebody called scrum. Unfortunate. That would have been a try.
Unfortunate error.
Nicely done.
Antar called the scrum.
Trevor Jackson there.
Trevor Jackson making a first impact when he comes into the game. Gets some good go forward yards.
Tar with the ball. He's all alone. High in contact, and that's what happens.
Back. He'll be feeling that one tomorrow. The Gauchos still trying to fly up, still trying to hit up with these boys.
Nice offload. And wow, that was absolutely pretty sweet. Nice step. Oh!
Step and spin by Ari Flinkelstein.
I've never been to a laundromat, but that's what you call a spin cycle. Flink with his second try on the day. Really started there from Patty Walls with that nice offload to Barkham. Barkham throws the long snap between his legs, which you know all about Arkansas State. Long snapper Oren Cotrette, who links up with Ari Flink. Here it is. Spin cycle.
Ari Flink with the move that'll steal your girlfriend.
And never call her again. Try time, San Diego State. 49-10. Another entrant in here to the game off the bench, number 20, Jake Danny. And in comes the front row, number 23, Solis Bonds. Solis coming in for Patty Walls. Also, number 21, James Heinzman. San Diego State just cleaning out the bench. All these guys put in a solid week of training. They deserve to get those A-side minutes. Kick is up. Not able to bend that one in. Keeps it at 49-10. Just about 9 minutes left in the game here.
The back, San Diego State putting on a little Globetrotter clinic here.
That was fancy. In comes number 23 for Santa Barbara, Madon. Does go 10. Heinzman not able to get on up, but it cleaned up there by Bellinger. Ramirez out to Switzer.
Shooting from the fullback position, cleans up Austin Switzer.
Nice run by Barkham, keeps his feet. That fend has been there all day. Ramirez right there, recycles the ball out to Switzer. Switzer finds a Trevor Jackson. Big Red.
Big Red charging hard.
Repeat, bounce it on back. Lupien feeds it out to Danny. Nice tackle there by Santa Barbara. Finds
trying to make up for his last at go with it.
Nice run by him. Takes more than two to take him down.
And just lost it. Esmont Wardak had the whole outside to himself if he wanted it. Just picked his head up off that ball. Remember, you got to catch it before you can run with it.
Absolutely. With those substitutions, Ian Tarr moves the tight head. I don't know if he's done that this year, but he's going to right now.
You know, play it on the fly. Play one position, you can play them all.
Yeah.
Except for a few
front row
players.
Ball put in.
Hey, but you know what? Good athletes make adjustments,
Absolutely.
as you saw there.
On a good fend there by Naguib. Nice run there by Madon. Keeps his feet, gets the offload. Trevor Jackson locked in there. Definitely going to have a penalty for not rolling away. He was a little bit locked in. Not really much you could do. Nice cheeky play there by Santa Barbara to keep him in.
Santa Barbara still not quitting, keeping their foot on the gas pedal here, even though that they're down by 40. They don't care. They're here to play.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was going to say, you got to do that. Oh, and a nice run there by Amendola, cleaned up by Tarr.
Stopped in his tracks there. Trevor Jackson with a big hit. Great pad level, great shoulder level there. Put him down.
Austin not rolling away. But he's there. He makes the tackle, gets back 10 quick. Awesome job there. Not really sure what's going on. Getting to know each other. Stoppage and play. Maybe try to figure out what it is that's going on. Looked like a lot of people that didn't really want to do a lot in a small area. 49-10, the current score here. San Diego State over Santa Barbara.
That's right, that's why we have lines here.
Approaching 5 minutes left in the game. This one definitely out of reach. Look for Santa Barbara to take it quick. Playing for pride at this point.
And showing it they are.
Gabe Ordonez. Nice hard run there by Madon.
Still high. Ian Tarr still really high in contact, getting put back a little bit. You don't want to go backwards in contact, whether you're attacking or defending.
Nice defensive launch. And there's a turnover. San Diego State kicks it, finds some space. Here comes Pete. Pete's got the legs, fresh ones. He's going to put him under a lot of pressure if he makes this tackle. He does. Might have been forward. And it was. Great job there by the
Party Pete coming in.
High tops, it's 85. Nice tackle by him. Force that errant pass.
He's got the pumps on, ready to go. Comes in. Finds a way. Great chase right there by Party Pete. Really putting his work in. San Diego State with quite a few of their subs in right now. You don't want to see too much of a drop off from the starting guys to your reserves.
They've done a pretty good job of keeping it. Got to get that ball out. Knocks it backwards.
Play on, says the ref.
Nice take there by Bellinger, a little bit high in contact.
Keeps his sticks moving. Going. Keeps those sticks moving.
Nice run there by Esamot. Cycled out by Ramirez, who finds Switzer. Nice line by Barkham.
With the fin. Breaks one tackle, gets some good go forward. Ramirez to get the ball out. Chase down from behind. Play on, says the referee.
Ramirez cleans it out to Wojciechowski, the 8. Keeps his feet clean out by Pickwell. Didn't quite come over the gate. And that's the call. Santa Barbara will have the ball. Penalty there against Pickwell for not rucking out, coming to clear over the gate. Came at it from an angle. Oh, that was a tough kick there by Naguib, who's been pretty stellar all day. Look for Barkham to put it down him. Nice little show and go.
Nice run running there. Hard.
Nice crashing line.
Gets about 15 to 20 meters there.
But he turnover there. Not really sure what happened. Nonetheless, Santa Barbara has it. And Hines been sent off with a yellow card. Not really sure what happened. Did miss a quick tap here. You've been all over the place today. Jackson with the tackle, able to get out.
Knock on there, scooped up, almost scooped up by Nick Lupien. Still cleaned up by Switzer. And Foz with a big hard run.
Takes 3 to take him down.
3 to take him down.
Oh, and a high tackle, but he's able to get the offload off. What a big tackle there.
Big tackle there by Santa Barbara. Like these guys. They keep bringing it. They don't care how much time's left. They're going to keep coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. Just swallowing up San Diego State right now. A great launch.
Not releasing, or holding on, sorry. Looking to take the quick tap, and they do. The 12 and 13, Murphy and Bibby, as well as Naguib, have been putting in a great shift here for Santa Barbara. Taken in there by Murphy, cleaned up by Esamot.
Cleaned up by Bibby.
80 minutes gone. This will most likely be the last bit of play here. Next dead ball should be it. Look for San Diego State to maybe kick it on out. And rather than that, they keep it in hand. And ball finds touch. Quick line out.
Quick.
I like the grit here. Nice tackle there by Villafana. Offload to Santa Barbara. The oncoming Madon, number 23. Penalty here. Game can't end on a penalty. So this will be it here.
It's your last play here. Again, thank you for joining us today. Watching us and following us on YouTube. And giving us likes and comments via Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at TVX Sports Video or at TVX Sports. Probably a while here, about a month before you get to hear the voices of the dean out here on the Mesa.
Yeah, thanks to everybody that's watched all the games so far this year. It's been great so far. Kind of learning the ropes with the old Ock here on the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Good defensive scrum by Santa Barbara. They're going to have the ball. Ordonez takes it in, cleaned up by Solis.
I go for a drop goal here.
Why not? Oh, nice stepping in there. Santa Barbara still all over it. That ball is going to go into touch. That should be the end. Never mind. Everything's all over the place. And they're going to give the try. I said that's really all I got from there.
Yeah.
Try for Santa Barbara. Doesn't really matter at this point. 49-15 after the kick coming here for Naguib. Nonetheless, San Diego State getting a big win here at home against the Gauchos of Santa Barbara. Appreciate everybody who was watching, Oren. Again, awesome job. Just kind of a quick recap. What would you say San Diego State improved on there in the second half that was maybe lacking in the first half?
Nothing. I think we have a long way to go if you want to talk improvement with this group today. There were some good things that happened today. Some great individual performances, but as a team, you would like to see these guys, get a little bit more, unified in attack and get everybody on the same page, launching. I think they kind of bought into who they were playing today and didn't give them the much respect. And as you saw, it cost them a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, don't want to take anything away from Santa Barbara. They came out and gave a good fight, even though the score doesn't reflect that. But San Diego State needs to pull it together a little bit more, get their defensive launch, attack, all the above.
Yeah, definitely a lot to improve on. It's
Why not look better?
Yeah, it had at times.
Scrum was mediocre though. I would like to see, Jake Jorstad and Liddell Dunlap take a little bit more ownership of that scrum, getting the boys a little more fired up, especially with being Chase Pickwell's first start at hooker. Mm-hmm. Even though Chase played a full 80 minutes today, kudos to him.
Yeah.
But, I would have liked to see that a lot more improvement. We're not in the beginning of the season anymore. There's no new guys.
Absolutely.
They're all here.
Yeah, nonetheless, it's always good to get a win when at home. It was actually, I believe, the first win of the season at home. But you're right. Always area to improve, and got to get better. Nonetheless, good to get a win. Their next home game will be against Cal Poly here at 1 o'clock kickoff, April 7th. So hang tight. We're gonna have a quick interview for you with one of the boys. So hang tight, and we'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us.
Gauchos come away with it, and it's Conrad. And a flag flies. Should be man-up opportunity coming up here for Virginia. And they're deadly there. Crouch score! We've got a one-goal game. It's 11-10 with 2:13 to go here in the third.
Yeah, you wonder about the energy level of Cornell. You wonder if Coach Kerwick wants to take a timeout, kind of let them get a breather, because when you have to play this tempo for 60 minutes, guys are going to start to get tired. You're going to start putting guys in that might not have kind of logged the minutes that you would want them to log before going into a game like this.
And we're back here, 49-10 victory for San Diego State over Santa Barbara. I have with me Jake Vassar, 2 tries on the day today. Congratulations, Jake. How do you feel after that win?
Good. We had a little rough patch in the first half, not coming up on defense, but good to get the dub. Coming out, we need to prepare for the next week. Wasn't our best performance, but I'm really, really happy we got the dub on the Mesa.
Absolutely. So how's it been so far, kind of getting into the fold here with San Diego State freshmen, obviously making a pretty solid impact early on?
Yeah, I like the seniors are super seniors are teaching me all they got.
Yeah.
Whatever passing down from what they've learned to it's
a good culture, if you will, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got to be pretty sweet. We have a pretty awesome coaching staff. To be able to learn from like Zach Test, who's the sevens coach, has to be
awesome.
Pretty awesome,
yeah.
Right? It's really good to get be able to get that.
Starting in sevens, it was awesome playing with the older guys, getting in the groove. I think that really, really helped me. Mm-hmm. Practicing with Test, and he told me what I needed to work on to get better in the 15 season. So the 7th season was really awesome to get into the groove of 15s, and it was really a solid impact on what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you're doing awesome around the pitch. At 15s, obviously a much different game, but you're doing a great job making an impact. We appreciate you taking time. Get out of this wind and cheer on the boys for the next one.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks again, TVX Sports, 49-10. Santa Barbara losing to San Diego State. Almost blew that. Thanks again.
Cavs come away with it, and it's Conrad. And a flag flies. Should be man-up opportunity coming up here for Virginia. And they're deadly there. Score! We've got a one-goal game. It's 11-10 with 2:13 to go here in the third.
Yeah, you wonder about the energy level of Cornell, and you wonder if Coach Kerwick wants to take a timeout, kind of let them get a breather, because when you have to play this tempo for 60 minutes, guys are going to start to get tired. You're going to start putting guys in that might not have kind of logged the minutes that you would want them to log before going into a game like this.